Welcome to today's episode of the tour that Angie BEE Presents. The tour is a holy hip-hop concert and video experience that has traveled since July 2011. Our tour members feature C-Dub from Gainesville, Determined from Orlando. Also from Orlando is our DJ Soul Rock. Coming from Fort Pierce, Florida, we have Fava. Out of Utah, there's Marquilo Allen. The tour also includes music from our Volume 1 mixtape produced by North Carolina's own DJ Shaheem. And as we travel with concerts and videos, our music is heard weekdays during the hottest home hotspot worldwide. Today's episode features our concert in Jacksonville, Florida at the Spirit Jam Club. And now I'm going to get out the way so you can enjoy today's episode of the tour that Angie BEE Presents.
Nice to meet you there. I'm not technically inclined. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Always good to have a knowledgeable man around. It always is, always is. I hope y'all were enjoying the music, because I've been sitting and listening to that all night. Shout out to my DJ. Thank you. I hope I hear more from the DJ as the evening progresses, because I know you got a whole lot of music back there that you're ready to put on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is this Duval County?
Yes.
Okay. How do y'all say it? You say Duval. I love it. Shout out to my DJ friends from the One Accord DJ Alliance, DJ Will from Jacksonville, and a couple of the rest of y'all. So this is for y'all, Duval folks. It's so good to be here. Now, what county are we in again? We're in Duval. We're not in Orange County, we're not in Seminole County, we're not, anyway, okay, let me straighten up again. My name is Angie BEE, they call me Queen Bee, and I will be your gracious host this evening. It is my job to buzz around and tell you what the text messages say and what Facebook says and what says the Lord. It's just my job to just get on your nerves. So if I come and sit with you and ask you why the pretty ladies are sitting in the back, you know, that's what I do. If I come over and ask the St. Pete folks, why y'all sitting over there, that's what I do. That's what I do. But it's our job to just hug on you and love on you. So if I see you and I feel like hugging on you, I will try to ask you first, can I hug you? Like, yo man, did I ask you, can I give you a hug?
Yes.
Look at that smile. Look at that smile. He said yes, and I hug you. Thank you very much. I'll let you get back. He's running things in the back. That's security. And Sierra is in the back with all sorts of love and hug goodies for y'all. So, you know, if you just kind of feel like getting up and moseying on in the back, Sierra's got hugs, CDs, and gifts, and I think it's a bowl of candy back there. Well, that bowl of candy is for me, but it is a bowl of candy back there, and so just make yourself comfortable, and you know, we've got a special gift for everybody in the back as well. How many folks are on summer vacation from school? Raise your hand. Are you on? Oh, I see a hand. I see a couple hands. Okay, all right, Simply Candace is on vacation. So if you are a student, you can go in the back. We have a nice little something that I know you're going to love because it's on summer vacation. We have a book for you to read. It's called The Life Book. Everybody on summer vacation really wants to read a book. But that's okay. You're going to really enjoy this one. So as the evening progresses, just head on in the back and say hi to Sierra. Right now we have a movie that we're going to play. And the man with the technical genius is going to get it started. The tour that Angie BEE Presents is a holy hip-hop concert and video experience. So we bring in rappers, we bring in spoken word folks, we got some dancers, we got a whole bunch of folks to love and hug on you, but we also have movies. And so there are some of us that can't dance, like I can't dance. I'm trying to learn a few dances. Shout out to my husband. He's patiently trying to teach me how to dance. But if you're just a wallflower and you just don't want to move when the rap music is on and you don't want to snap your fingers, you know, we got movies for you. So, sir, whenever you are ready, we're going to take it away. And thank you to my DJ, because I told him earlier I always need you music behind my voice. I'm a radio show host, and I don't know how to talk without music. So thank you. Thank you to my DJ.
Nobody ever taught me. Nobody ever taught me. Yeah. Nobody ever taught me how to change the tie, how to use a monkey wrench or a pair of pliers. Nobody ever taught me how to change oil. I didn't learn a lot of things, ended up spoiled. Many skills they don't teach in school. My daddy wasn't around, so I felt like a fool. He was roaming the streets, he was breaking the rules. So nobody ever taught me how to use tools. Nobody ever taught me how to work in the yard. It's really sad that things are the way that they are. It wasn't like my daddy didn't know, he decided not to show me. I used to be bitter, that's the old me. Didn't realize back then, feel it in the long run. I'm ignorant or my choices are wrong ones. And now I understand, nobody taught me how to be a man. Nobody ever taught me. Nobody ever taught me. Nobody ever taught me. Yeah, nobody ever taught me. Nobody ever taught me how to treat a woman. My judgment was cloudy, did things that I shouldn't have. Wish my dad would've taught me as I was looking to imagine having a daughter of my own, but I couldn't have. Nobody ever taught me how to tie. Homecoming, prom night, how I make it by. I didn't know how to iron my clothes. I knew how to wash but didn't know how to fold. Nobody ever taught me how to shave. Many days I looked like a man who lived in a cave. Man, I feel stupid sometimes. I'm so clueless at times. Didn't realize back then, feel it in the long run. I'm ignorant or my choices are wrong ones. And now I understand, nobody taught me how to be a man. Nobody ever taught me. Nobody ever taught me. Nobody ever taught me. Yeah, nobody ever taught me. Nobody ever taught me how to grill, only know how to cook a few things to keep it real. Nobody ever taught me how much money I should save. The Bible says whoever I'm indebted to, I'm a slave. I just don't get it, fatherlessness is so wicked. God's grace is sufficient, anything that's broke, he can fix it. You don't have to be the deadbeat that your daddy was. Though he didn't teach you, you can still be manly, cause God will be the dad that you never had. And all the skills that you lack, he got it in the bag. He'll send people in your life for your development, making you a strong, patient man who's intelligent. I hope you understand that God made me a man, despite nobody ever taught me. Yeah, nobody ever taught me. Lord, why? Nobody ever taught me. Yeah, nobody ever taught me.
I appreciate Visions of Victory out of Orlando, Florida for putting together that piece because it helps you to understand what we do. And I love just seeing my family in that documentary. Most of it was shot in Tampa, Florida at a yearly event called Flavor Fest. And some of you might have seen Urban D in the documentary. He's the senior pastor of a church in Tampa called Crossover Church, and it is a hip-hop church. So there's like no choir stand, it's just DJ and turntables. And he is a Christian rapper. And it's so cool just to be in an environment where you can get comfortable and you can do what you want to do and relax and just be hugged on and loved on. And that's Crossover every time we go out there. So the tour that Angie BEE Presents will be going out to Crossover in October this year. If you want to find out more information about the 3-day conference, just let me know and we'll get it to you. So tonight I got a chance to meet Nicole and William and I'm going to mess up your name. Prevalia! Oh, thank you, dear. Thank you. The beautiful ladies in the back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm going to try hard not to do that. I got a text message from somebody in Fort Pierce that said shout out to everybody. We're all glad that you're here. But in the DVD, I introduced you to some family members that I've met during the 8 years that I've been a Holy Hip Hop radio show host. My show airs weekdays from 4 to 8 p.m. on one station and weekends on another station. But for the past 8 years, we've played Holy Hip Hop music for most of the artists that you see on the screen. And so tonight, I'm going to introduce to you some members of my family. Now, I have to tell you about my family. They are eclectic. How many of you have like brothers and you don't know where they came from? I mean, they're just, oh, I see some hands. Yeah, you don't know where they came from. And how many of you have sisters that you just can't stand? I mean, oh, them same hands. Great. Lord Jesus. Sometimes you have family that, you know, you're born into, and then sometimes you have family that God gives you. And I'm so happy to introduce y'all to the family that God gave me. So I'm going to tell you about the tour that Angie BEE Presents. But first I'm going to introduce you to my brother, Malcolm. Oh, Brother Malcolm, where you at? Can you come on up here? Brother Malcolm is one of them tall brothers that I have. I have to get up here on my tiptoes, have to do some exercises. But Brother Malcolm is from, where we at? What county we at? Duval. And so Brother Malcolm is from Duval County, and when I first met him, his radio show was coming to my station, and he still has a radio show that's on every weekend, and it's so cool. He might tell y'all about it. He might. But as I got to know Brother Malcolm even more, I realized he does beautiful spoken word. And so we're not going to clap when Brother Malcolm is up here. We're going to snap. Is that okay? Is that okay? So this is my tall Brother Malcolm, and then there's a shorter Brother Malcolm. Right around. Where's my short Brother Malcolm? Raise your hand. There he is. He's not so short, because every time I see him, he gets taller and taller. And he has a brother and a mom. But I'm very grateful that you're here tonight. And so family, I'd like to start out tonight's event introducing you to my big brother Malcolm.
So I'll do a few pieces for you. A little bit about the radio show. It's called the Holy Hip Hop Shop, and it was on Urban Buzz Radio. Coming up soon, it's going to be on myjbn.com or V108 The Gospel Vibe. So stay tuned. We're coming on in the fall. So definitely a blessing. In the past, I did radio for the enemy camp. So it's good to be able to do it for God's people. Amidst confusion, uncertainty, and aimlessness, anger, disappointment, and despair, I search for peace within. Tired of hurting and hurting others, unsatisfied with being a good man when I could be a much better one. Frustrated with underachieving. I'm not what I used to be, but I'm not what I could be either. I search for peace within. Pressure, It's there because I put it there. Goals set that appear to be insurmountable really aren't. They just take time. For one with a lack of patience, the waiting is suffering. Progressing too slow, aging too fast. I search for peace within. Where is this peace? I got a little bit of money, can I pay for it? My brother or my sister, can you loan it to me? You see, I need it. Without it, I have no harmony, no balance, no stability. Life is more difficult than it has to be.
Yes.
While on my quest for inner peace, I finally found out who had it for me the entire time. It was God. It was Jesus. Jehovah Jireh, the Creator.
Yes.
But the question is, will I accept it? And the answer for me is yes. So the question for you is, will you accept inner peace from the Prince of Peace?
All right.
So inner peace. And wondering if anybody here is a parent. If you're a parent, raise your hand. All right. If you're a parent of a daughter, raise your hand. If you're a parent of a teenage daughter, raise your hand. All right. So y'all going to feel me on different levels. Letter to my daughter. My dear daughter, I write you this letter because I love you. And if I die today, there's a wealth of information I would like to relay. Yet I'd never finish this letter if I wrote everything. And so I do hope you will remember just a few words I'll bring. I want you to remain a precious and beautiful virgin like Esther, who was a queen. The only time that this should change is when you and a godly man exchange rings and become a team. Outward beauty is good, but what's better is beauty on the inside. My dear daughter, you have both as your father. I'm filled with pride. I know I talked to you about the clothes you wear, because it's important that it does matter. New clothes and new shoes, a good Christian and good deeds, you choose. I do hope your focus is on the latter. Fear God. Put Him first. Have fun. I only want the best for you, and God does too. For more information, read Proverbs 31.
Amen.
My dear daughter, I wrote you this letter because I love you.
Amen. I want you guys to understand that tonight's theme is an invitation. I'm inviting you to meet my family. That's my Duval brother. So he's right here in the neighborhood with y'all. And I'm going to be introducing you to family members throughout the entire state. Like I have a brother from Tallahassee. Oh my goodness, his name is Tremayne, and he's going to come up here and share a little bit, and I'm going to tell you about him. But we always want to invite you to meet us, because sometimes if you're not quite sure who to talk to or what to do or where to go, you usually ask a brother that is, kind of strange, or your sister that really is from somebody else's family. And so then you just kind of wonder, which direction do I go? What do I read? Who can I talk to? And when you've got extra family that the Lord has sent you, then you've got some extra resources. So that's my big brother from Duval, and now my brother from Tallahassee is going to come up and share just a little bit with us. I have to tell you about Tremayne. He is one of those brothers that you really don't have to worry about. When he says he's coming to the family reunion, he knows where to go, he knows where to stay. He ain't calling and asking, you know, what Denny's restaurant we going to. He's always on time. He even early sometimes. And he has such a gentle spirit. Now, if you his friend on Facebook, you're going to get some retribution and some correction, and you're going to get some scripture. So I'm just letting you know. But he is the main man, and he's good about telling you what the Lord has told him to say to you. So, Brother Tremayne, if you don't mind coming up. And he's not too tall. Not too tall. Uh-oh, I gotta fix the thing. Oh, thank you, see, you know what to do. Thank you, Tremayne.
The first thing I'm going to do is a poem, and then I'm going to do a song. Many people don't know that I'm a rapper and a singer as well. So, keeping with the theme, the invitation, which is, wow, timely, number one, and two, I believe that this is divinely appointed.
Amen.
The poem that I want to read is called If I Decided. This was a last minute change when Brother Malcolm was sharing his poems. It just made me think about the type of stand that we need to take, especially in these days that we're living in. So this is the poem. If I decided to stand for holiness, would you say I'm intolerant, say I'm narrow-minded, or stand with me? If I decided to end my life right now, would you pray for me, speak life to me, pound me down and say it's my fault and I deserve it, rejoice because I hurt you too many times, or say my life doesn't mean anything to you? To my sisters, if I decided to stand up for what I believe, would you emasculate me and say I don't know anything, take my job, my possessions, say you need someone that you can control, or embrace this man of God who's trying to live right?
Wow.
And if I decided to treat you like royalty, would you declare you don't deserve me or vice versa? Accept me to convert me into what you want, find a way to use me, or trample over me like a trifling ex? To everyone, if I decided to make a stand for Jesus Christ, would you spit on me, have me killed, say that I should die in the name of Allah, rejoice with me, support my cause, or stand with me? Good thing I've already made up my mind.
Come on. All right. That's my brother Tremayne.
Okay, that song, the song that I'm going to do called This Is Your Day was actually written back in 2004. It started as a poem. In fact, I started with the final verse dedicated to single moms, which actually is the third verse of the song. But I ended up writing it. Y'all didn't hear this. I wrote this on my stage job in 2 days. So, go ahead and run that track. It's called This Is Your Day, and feel free to get up, dance, do whatever you want to do. Let's do this. Come on. This song right here, you can turn it up. All those trapped in the struggle. Every day is your day. You face the struggle. Sometimes you don't really know how you can escape the pain. But today is your day. Come on. Alright. Now, with that style, the Hennessy down, you're going nowhere with that lifestyle. You need to know that he's there to comfort you, even when you're not thinking of him. But he's waiting to overfill your cup, not to the brim, deep inside, something's missing in your world. You're one looking for a man there, or maybe you're one scheming the girls just to take home for the night. But something's really wrong, Satan's destined for hell. He's trying to bring you along. If y'all hear me say yeah, y'all can hear me clearly say yeah. Okay, I got your attention for this moment in time. You're probably dancing on the dance floor with a troubled mind. He came to set you free. Just try and not forsake this world and simply know without a doubt you can't be saved. Come to your knees and simply pray for forgiveness and salvation. This is your day. Come on. Do you hear him calling you? I can hear him calling me. Open your heart, 'cause this is your day. If the day's already gone and tomorrow may not come, open your heart, 'cause this is your. Come on. I know you're stranded behind bars, but you don't have to feel that way. He died for your sins, so look up, 'cause it's a new day. I know you're feeling like that all is befalling you. You need to know that the Savior's calling you. Who made that statement that a man wasn't supposed to cry? Remember, Jesus wept, don't even try to go there. Not today, remember, it's a new day. Look up, 'cause your salvation's on the way. Confess your sins and conviction like a God. Don't worry about what others say, even if they think you're odd. Hey, you're looking at somebody who shouldn't be here today. That's another story. I saw another way. If I can change it, you can surely make a new tomorrow. You took your pain, your chains, and your sorrow, but you're released from the prison of your mind. Even when I take no wait no longer. Why? This is your day. Come on. I can hear him calling you. I can hear him calling me. Open your heart, 'cause this is your day. Yesterday's already gone, and tomorrow may not come. Open your heart, 'cause this is your day. This is your day. Go on, put your hands together. Come on. Where my single moms at? Raise your hands. 'Cause this verse right here is for y'all. I know your heart's been broken, and you lost the hope for your future. But let me tell you that you can go with life. It's a new day, a new season. If Christ is in your heart, let me give you a reason to lift up your hand. Give him praise, honor, and glory. There's more to be the bunch of your life and your story. There's more to life than you can think or even dream. It doesn't have to be as hard as it seems. Just let Christ lead the path of your way. Single mothers, cry no more, please. 'Cause it's gonna be a brighter day. He knows what you've been through and teach you pain. Remember, to live is Christ and to die is gain. Let's bring the story to a close and to let you know that you're a star. And you've gotta let your light show to this lost and down world. 'Cause Jesus is the way, the truth, the light. What? This is your day. Do you hear him?